one of the pieces of legislation that they're getting ready to debate there. It's this bill that this was the basis for which Joe Biden was accused of erasing women. And from because this had to do with federal funds going to public schools. And if public schools were not allowing men to compete in women's sports, then those schools would lose that federal funding based on that rule. And that's obviously a concern. And there have been women who have been speaking out about this. There have been female athletes who have been speaking out about this. And they're not being heard. They're not being heard, and it's the Equality Act. They're not being heard, and in fact, women are slurred and they are attacked in a horrifically sexist fashion if they even so much as bring up concerns not just about their security, but also about protections in sports, etc. I mean, it's a serious thing. It's the Equality Act, and they've been debating it. I don't know if I think it'll pass in the House easily, and then it goes to the Senate, which it's going to be a little bit tougher in the Senate. But there's a good chance that it'll pass, just to be honest about it. I mean, there's a very good chance that it'll pass. And it's about expanding the government's definition. And I don't think that the government should have any involvement in this as to what is or is not bigotry. And I don't think that taxpayer dollars should have any part in this. Not at all. And so the restrictions on eligibility for federal funding, I mean, we've already kind of seen this play out with Catholic adoptions and, et cetera. We saw that play out in Illinois. But I don't know. This is... There's a lot of things to be concerned about with this, but particularly, I do agree that it is the erasing of women in this administration. There won't be any protections for women. There won't be any spaces for women to compete. Women's athletics will be entirely just completely destroyed, and we're seeing that more and more. There have been more and more female athletes speaking out about this, and it is absolutely abusive for the patriarchy to condescend to females and tell women that they are bigoted because of their concerns, where women have been taught for a millennia, trust your instincts, and if you feel unsafe, get out of the situation, etc. And now we're being told that all of these feelings, like if we're in a bathroom or a fitting room or a locker room, etc. Now we're being told that we're bigoted for having any of these concerns. And I think it's absolutely abusive. This is state-sanctioned abusive women is what it is. And I do think that and it can go both ways with women who want to identify as men. Nobody has a problem with what you want to do in your private life, but when you start trying to demand that other people alter their reality to match yours, that's where you're infringing on other people's freedoms. You are not the victim in that case. You are the aggressor.